yesterday.
Oh yes.
A lot of people watched the show yesterday. It was a great fucking show.
If by the way, if
then
Jim wants on, just hit Andy up. He can bring you in because
this guy's a busy
that's better than I
motherfucker.
can. Yeah,
This guy's
he's
a
extremely busy,
motherfucker.
but everybody says that I'm not very inviting. So I'm like, Jim, the door is always open to
Hey,
the gym.
hey, DM me, Jim, if you're down for just swinging by, say hello. But so I had that stream with the thing yesterday, and then a bunch of people DM'd me. Actually, one person in particular DM'd me a shit ton of videos, dude. So it went from him talking about how he was planning a murder with a bunch of people to murder a guy
Who,
and
Steve?
his father.
Steve, fucking
Steve.
Destiny.
I have videos. So, by the way, everyone, I will be doing a Holy Fuck Destiny stream. All right, and he'll be down. He'll be available to join if he wants. All right. He did that. There's the pedo shit of him talking to certain girls of underage. Also, him talking to his daughter. There's a video of him saying, "Now, how do I tell my daughter that incest is wrong?
I saw that one.
I don't know if I can." What? Tell that to your daughter? Your moral grandstanding because a guy fucked a special needs chick? All right, yo,
Andy
does one on. All right.
I stepped away at the wrong fucking time. Who fucked a special needs kid?
This is a very weird story. The JF thing, it's not, I don't know if it's special need or she's just autistic.
No, she was autistic.
She's autistic.
Well, you know who we're lucky could never fuck a child? Wizard of Cause, because kids take a look at him and just run and scream the opposite fucking direction. At least we don't have to worry about that fucking guy doing it.
All right, he has some time. He'll swing on by. We all love Metokur. By the way, fucking Metokur's video.
I
didn't know half that shit, by the way.
Yeah, the Kilroy stuff, I got educated.
Yeah, I didn't know about the ex-Muslim who was threatening like the video she posted. I didn't know about Based Mama, fucking cunt. I fucking, I was sort of like what a scam artist. But now I will go off on Based Mama no matter. I don't care anymore. She's saying, oh, we're gonna have actual academics, not these YouTube fake academics. You fucking dumb whore. People pay tickets $250 to meet me and other YouTubers. Imagine, Tonka. Imagine you pay $250. You're like, oh, I want to meet fucking, Mundane Matt. Just joking. No one ever wants to meet Mundane Matt. Hey, I want to meet Andy Worski. Let's just say that you don't know me, right? Mm-hmm. You pay $250. You make it to the fucking VIP party. Who's standing there? Some ex-Muslim who was an ex-terrorist supporter and fucking Based Mama and some guy in a fucking tie you never heard of who's a lawyer. Get the fuck out of here. And then Metokur fucking busts out the ending about which I brought up. He showed the clip of me. I didn't even when I was saying the clip or that thing about you
sound a little bit heated there, Andy.
Metokur.
Based Mama was telling the truth. You're just a fucking liar. It was her idea for 3 years. What are you talking about?
I sent Metokur. I sent you a DM. I'm like, dude, what the? I didn't know half this shit. I was mad for a week, and everyone's like, chill on the drama. I'm like, all right, fair enough. Let's move on. Watch your fucking
video. Drama until it affects them. It's always drama until they're knee deep in the shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like they just want to brush it off. But speaking of drama, because I fucking love it, let's talk about the Destiny pedo shit that's going around right now.
Yeah, enlighten me. I'm down with it. Real quick.
Somebody sent out a link earlier to I can never say his fucking name. JF, the guy Destiny debated last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saying they've got chat logs and other shit showing that Destiny and his Twitch stream or his Twitch chat or whatever the fuck it is were involved in grooming a 12-year-old girl to get her to do streams personally for them. What? And then on top of that, Brittany Venti tweets out that he admitted to he either admitted to doing it or almost doing it, jacking off to pictures of 15-year-olds, even though he was aware of their age and had their chat logs to confirm this.
What?
Brittany Vinci's just mad because she's got the fucking body and mind of a 15-year-old, and that could be a threat to her.
She's got to go to witness protection. I understand. Yeah, little man lets her on the stalking. Yeah.
I am not friends with that girl in particular. Like Wizard Cause and Brittany Venti are like the two people on YouTube, like I actually do have real beef with. I'm surprised they both came up in one show.
You know what I'm surprised about? Aside from the grooming a 12-year-old accusation and the jacking off to 15-year-olds, is the plot to murder somebody by buying a gun and plotting out where they live and contacting their family, and then saying you're going to kill them when they're a 15-year-old boy. It doesn't sound morally righteous to me,
Wow.
Destiny.
You know what he said too? He's like, on that clip, I don't know if you saw it, but he's just like, I was gonna murder him and his family, but I was just gonna murder him.
What is he gonna murder people over? What the fuck is all this?
I'm doing research right now. I was sent a ton of fucking.
I can tell you the backstory. So the kid was fucking with him. So every time Destiny would stream, the kid would packet bomb his fucking router or whatever and knock him offline. So every time Destiny went to Twitch stream, the kid would fuck with him. So Destiny goes nuts after like 2 months and plots he comes up with a murder conspiracy to find this kid and kill him and talks about it on stream. Like, I'm going to fucking murder this child. And there's a video of him apologizing for it where he's like, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't follow through with killing him.
Savage.
Fucking savage. But I did not know about the...
Maybe too savage for a 15-year-old, though.
So I guess I don't get it. I've heard some of this stuff before. The 12-year-old shit was new to me. And the 15-year-old stuff, like people are saying that there are pics involved. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I think you might have to do. I think you might have to do round 3 with JF and Destiny.
I'm setting that up.
I think you may have to do a little time if that shit's true.
I'm
doing a little time with it.
I'm setting that shit up, Metokur. That's done.
Holy fuck.
Oh, and I'm looking forward to the harmful opinions and V Monroe debate. That is going to be fucking amazing.
How the fuck did you get that book together?
No, yeah, because I messaged you, Metokur, and I was like, hey, do you know Harmful? Because I don't know him. And then yeah, you set it up, right?
Well, I know that because they've been having a Twitter spat about, like, we're talking about Kraut server, right? And V and him were arguing about another group of people prior to this that might have been doing something similar. So I think that's what the conversation is going to be over. You're going to hear a lot of candid discussion going on.
Yeah, we're doing a Monday, January 1st. Is it Monday? Is it a Monday?
Oh, also, while I'm on your stream, if I could just put out a challenge. I mean, this is Blood Sports here, right?
Oh, it is. It is.
Monday, Matt, I hear you were talking some shit in the stream about me, buddy.
Oh, no.
I am welcoming you to join in the arena.
Monday, Matt versus Metokur.
Metokur just threw out a challenge on the Kumite.
I would super chat that.
No, I'll throw $100 on the ring for you, Matt. I'll throw $100 to Matt right now to go on stream with first Metokur. 100 American.
I'm just looking to have a discussion. Like he's saying some of it was just joking, but he was defending Base Mama and Kilroy. So I want my chance. I want to have a little discussion with Matt about this.
Oh, Matt was tweeting just a bit ago.
Hey, Metokur, do you like right after how you posted your video and Mundane Matt changed all of his social media from Mundane Matt to Matt Jarbo?
I caught that.
Yes. I fucking Matt. Oh, dude, that whole ego thing. Everyone's doing this for ego. Everyone's doing this for ego. And then on the Kumite, how about Sargon? Huh? Not him. I'm not sure. Go fuck yourself, man.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, Sargon? What's that? No, Sargon's made of fucking rainbow farts and unicorn dicks.
No,
like,
he's
we
cool,
can't say
guy.
anything. Yeah, we can't say anything about him. He's great. No, I love Sargon. Not ego there, but everybody else, fuck all you guys. You're all just egotists.
Oh shit, Billy Bong says Matt will only come if there's an NDA to sign.
With these guys out here, man, it's not about the dicks they've sucked. It's about the dicks they haven't gotten to suck yet. They're whores, man. And so guys like Sargon, he ain't going to go with Sargon because he hasn't gotten to suck Sargon dry for as many fucking subscribers as he could get yet.
Yeah, but he's sucking his dick and Sargon isn't doing anything. It's like these people are like afraid to call out anyone or say anything bad about anyone with like,
you know what? Fuck it. As long as I'm on Kumite, I got another challenge to throw out to a passive aggressive little bitch that's too afraid to ever directly say anything because he's a woman, which is funny because he's an MRA. You'd think he'd, live up to the title men's rights activist and act like a man, but he's too much of a bitch to directly at me. Dr. Randomer Cam, you puppet-loving Kekistani fuck. If you'd like to show up on stream and talk about why you're such a weeping pussy, I'd love to do it anytime you would.
There is so much blood on the mat here in the Kumite today. It's filling up the room.
2018.
It's like they're shining out here.
I'm so
Jim has
happy
thrown out
that-
2 fucking challenges for the fucking Kumite, so I have a weird feeling that he may be back, guys.
Don't be
I'm
a pussy.
willing to do it. And I've offered this guy a challenge before. I was like, you can come on stream. I think the reason he's afraid to debate me about anything is because the last time an MRA friend of his debated me, Dean Esme, I made him cry so fucking hard he turned into a Muslim.
Oh,
Damn, his tears got so dry. He ran so dehydrated from all those tears, he became a sand person.
Oh.
That's not even a joke. Literally, after I debated him, after he stopped crying, he became a Muslim and stopped with the whole atheist skeptic thing.
Oh my god.
he's
Yo,
Muslim
Dr.
now.
Random Cam. I'll call him out on my show on Monday as well. I'll make sure that. Oh yeah, by the way, it's a crossover show. It's called the Warsaw Arena, where it's Tonkasaw and
Well, here's the thing that gets me about Randomber Cam. Maybe you know this type of person. I'm talking like real passive aggressive. He thinks he's like a puppet master, which is ironic because he fist puppets on a daily basis. But he likes to make statements that are very vague, but they're directed at something, and then act like, oh my god, if you think that applies to you, I puppet mastered in you into thinking that. He's just a bitch. Don't be a little bitch.
I met him,
Dr.
man.
Randomber Cam. Just show up. Be a man. You're a men's rights activist. How are you going to defend those rights and be an activist if you're too much of a bitch to step into the arena?
At a party we were at VidCon, this guy, we all met him. The most passive. He just sat on a couch by himself, not talking to anyone the whole night. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, why is he there? And they're like, oh, you don't know Dr. Randomber Cam? I'm like, no. And this guy just like was at every party, just sitting there sipping a beer by himself, just alone.
In his little Yushenka, the little fucking hat he wears that he never takes off that smells like ball sacks. He probably smells like a male locker room.
Be careful about motherfuckers that listen too much and say too little.
No
the Wizard
shit.
of Cause,
No fucking
the
shit.
Wizard of Cause, fucking mundane Matt, fucking Dr. Randomber Cam. Stop hiding, you fucks. God,
Real quick,
I'm
there are a
sick of
few
this
signs here that may be pertinent to some topics. Elusive Lady Cat for $5. So according to Destiny, retards can't consent, but kids can, and incest is okay.
Of course, yeah, makes sense.
It's a brilliant fucking guy there. Bronson Tulliver, hey Tonka, I'm still on that Molly. I'm glad you're gonna die. Arizona Raspberry for $5. JF Story still has an ominous slant to it. That situation is shady, but Destiny's argument on age are weird considering past debates. Hail Medicare. The Guardian, this one's directly at Jim. The Guardian is saying, oh God, I've lost the fucking chat, of course. But the Guardian wanted to know if you enjoy the shitstorm that he has caused, because this is the evidence that he had brought up to the Naked Ape for his video that he made I don't know, it's probably almost a year ago at this point.
I love a good shit show. Like, the internet's on fire. That's always entertaining to me. But I'm getting real fucking sick and tired. Like, I made a few jokes in the crowd thing about like internet intellectuals and academics. Please respond, because that's cringy as fuck.
Yeah.
But there's some people on the internet that are taking themselves way too fucking seriously, and it's getting a bit old. The fart huffing activist bullshit. It's getting a bit fucking tiring.
Actually, I'm actually really enjoying, since honestly, after all this shit started happening, I'm loving what my channel has evolved to, how Tonka like also blew up. Like, the fucking actual debates and the fucking blood sports is better than this intellectual fucking bullshit, like just reading just science reports.
How long
and shit.
ago did you get tired of listening to YouTubers
8 months ago,
pretending that they were in middle school debate class?
Almost a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago. The election did it for me.
Yeah, I was fake. I was doing what I thought my audience wanted, right? And I was depressed for a long fucking time. And then when this shit hit the fan and I did it and I realized people enjoyed watching it, and then obviously people hated me. I hate me now. People are DMing behind my fucking back. My quote unquote friends are now all fucking unfollowing me or talking shit behind my fucking back. So I don't care though. I don't care, because they were never my fucking friends. Did anyone DM me, hey Andy, how are you? No. Oh, did anyone suck my fucking dick? No. I don't give a shit.
They snatched up your convention.
So I don't even care anymore. Yeah. I love
wait,
this
hey guys,
evolution
get your
to Adam.
facts straight. It wasn't his convention. Clearly, Base Mama had this idea 3 years ago. Andy doesn't know what he's talking about.
I was in.
That was wild.
I was in 2 of the beginning, what do you call it? A private hangouts with Dave Cullen and Based Mama, because it was my and like everyone at that table's idea. So she invited me on the first hangouts, and then slowly just stopped messaging me, stopped DMing me, and then I threw out my comedy panel idea for offensive where the line is, and then who's that guy that was running the other comedy panel? Foxy or Fox? Or
Yeah,
something
Foxy
like
something. Yeah.
How many fucking subs does he have? Like 1,000? I have 260,000, and I promote your event, sell the most tickets, and he gets.
Yeah, but Andy, that's the thing. You guys, that was the whole point of the video. You guys got hustled. You were wagged out, dangled out in front of an audience to get all your followers to be, blindly obedient and buy tickets because they thought they were going to meet you. They had no intention. They used all those YouTubers, all of them, and the right-wing people too, just to make the money so they could fund some academic bullshit panel. You got fucking hustled by this woman.
I was an advertisement, basically.
Yeah, you were a fucking walking billboard. She thought so little of you. She thought you were such a stupid fuck. She was going to use you as a billboard and then try to make you eat shit and smile by telling you, oh, sorry, Andy, the panels are full. Sorry, I couldn't get back to you. You're lying about not getting emails. Oh my God, Andy, stop talking about the drama. How it is you haven't torn this bitch's head off in a fucking video dedicated to her yet?
I will. Oh, dude, I'm planning it. Don't worry. I'm collecting some clips right now. I'm just waiting for a new year to be over. And believe me, dude, I have something in the works right now.
And Andy, the craziest thing is I left some shit out of that video because I was under such a time constraint because people wanted it out. But Sister Danger said something that really caught my fucking attention. Those NDAs weren't standard. Different people got different NDAs. And the Sister Haram chick who deleted her Twitter put up a Twitter video where she says, the NDAs aren't to protect us from the audience. They're to protect us from YouTubers attending.
What? Here was the thing with her. I didn't know much about her. The Harambe dessert lady. She deletes her Twitter by the time you even put your video out. Her Twitter's gone. What the fuck was the deal with her? Like, she seemed to be a fucking lightning rod for everything fucking wrong here.
She's a fucking friend of she's a friend of Base Mama who's organizing the event. She was a featured speaker at the event. When they were flagging JF's video, the tweet that I showed was actually in response to Habib, the admin of that server that was flagging JF's video. So he was bragging about it. Yeah, he was bragging about it, and she said, yeah, I flagged it too, and they joked about it back and forth. So you've got Kraut server doing all these weird fucking dirty underhanded shit. Both the people related to this event are doing weird, dirty, underhanded shit. It's like a story that doesn't end. It's like everything connected to this fucking server branches off into all these different things. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Kilroy is in any way connected to Kraut directly. I'm just saying motherfuckers that were in that server were pulling some shit on YouTubers to sucker you fuckers out of money, to sucker you for your audience, and they had no intention of doing shit with you. And the only ones that signed those fucking contracts were the ones that were milquetoast and middle of the road and weak little fuckers that would sign on, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 who got bilked and tricked into it. But if you knew all this shit and now you're signing a contract, fuck you, because you're an idiot.
I've got to pause you right there, man. I've got to go. I got a date with a ghost, and I got to break out of here, man.
All right, you have a good date.
Hey, Medicare, I actually have a question for you. Okay, so throughout those streams that I did, it was all the information was being leaked out slowly, right? Throughout those whole streams, Jeff was on. We're finding out things slowly, and I believe that those 4 to 5 streams were important to exposing everything. Now, what do you think about all the people who just kept saying, Andy, stop with the drama?
Listen, like half of the fucking quotes and half of the direct statements about what was Kilroy was okay. Let's establish first that Kilroy and Base Mama were bad at getting back to people, right? Everybody was bitching about that. Like everybody, not just right wingers, like everybody was saying, well, I'm not getting emails or I'm not getting direct responses. So the only way to get information was to have them directly show up and talk about it, or to have people related to the event talk about it. So yeah, if you didn't do your streams and Sister Danger and Based Mama didn't talk about these things or talk about them on other streams related to the drama, you wouldn't have these, contradicting fucking statements coming day after day after day. I mean, shit, Andy, in one stream, you caught Sister Danger lying to you literally minutes later. We got rid of Baked Alaska's because we had no room. Then later on, she says, no, we're going to invite 90 new guests or some shit like that. And you're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Didn't you just say that? And she looks at you dead face and says, no, I didn't say that. I never said that. Yeah. She literally lied to your fucking face, and it's caught on the same goddamn stream.
And that's the thing I was trying to tell people. I was on the phone with people who are all talking shit or unfollowing me. I'm like, guys, if I didn't do those streams, all this information or half of it wouldn't have been caught. And no one was talking about anyone's concerns until my like third or fourth stream when they were forced to finally talk about it because I was making such a big fucking deal about it. So fuck everyone who goes drama. You know, yeah, it was drama. Like caught a fucking scam, motherfucker. Oh, so pissed at people, dude. I'm like done with like so many people. Fuck that.
It's really fucked up. I'm going to run through a few signs. Hydropreneur, All Hell Jim, press 1. Lost Wingman for $2. Alua Mediker. Boober Lee for $2. Almost 900 people here love the Kumite. Thank you. Appreciate you. Fuckwad for $2. What the fuck did I miss, Tonka? Why is the internet on fire? It's been that way for a minute, man. It's been that way for a minute. Suit Yourself for $5. A Kumite exclusive. I'm going to play that at the end of the show. That'll be our closer. Mark the question for $2. Lesson of the day: don't be a mark for yourself. Not wrong. Worst Edomite ever for $5. The fact that Chris pulled out of Kilroy before Andy is proof that IQ and race are related. Asians are smarter.
That's pretty fucking.
Reclusive Duck for $5. Jim, do you think Random or Cam is still pissed about your Rick and Morty vid?
Let me answer that one. Because I don't know who's watched the shit that I put out, but I did a video about Rick and Morty, and I might have done a parody of a drooling idiot in the Yushenka with puppets on his hands with a Mensa poster behind him because he thinks he's such hot shit. So maybe he's a little salty about that. But again, that's directly after a challenge. If you want to talk shit, here I am. I'm ready to throw down. Be a man.
Very accessible channel this one happens to be. Mr. Wicked for $3. AP, teach me the ways. I want revenge on Prince of Queens. AP, he'll be back on Twitter in the soon, and he'll be glad to teach you.
Yeah, Metokur, you have to listen to that later. Like
razor blades and lemon juice, Metokur. It was fucking nasty.
You're 45 minutes straight ripping Wizard of Cost's asshole out of his fucking body.
Yeah. Destiny for $2 here says, Jim, peace be upon him, is the only true prophet.
Oh. How many more parts, Jim, by the way?
I was going to do 2 parts, but
You're on a crunch. You've got one fucking day, brother.
I just, I want to just fucking go back to covering people who shit in diapers and do crazy shit. So I'm going to combine the 2 parts into one part. So probably like a 45-minute video.
Nice. Shitting in diapers and shitting in Discord just aren't the same, are they?
No, it isn't, man. It really isn't. And just be done with it because it's just the big thing, like the shit everybody wants to talk about is coming up. The nipple clamps, the dick rippings, the emotional connection, getting cucked. Coach Red Pill and the doxing. All the shit that people, are really, really interested in. So that's going to end with a bang, right? So I'm going to end with a bang.
Go with the big shit at the end. This is a question that's been thrown around a bunch from the crowd a couple of times here in the past week since you've been showing up. What are your feelings on the Kumite and the idea of just getting 2 people into a fucking stream and just letting them fucking talk? Just fuck all this debate shit, middle school debate.
I love it. You're talking to a dude that used to watch shit like Donahue and fucking Maury Povich and Gary Springer.
How did you feel about Morton Downey Jr.?
Morton Downey Jr. before he drew a swastika on his face for sympathy, he was pretty good too.
Yeah, that thing, yeah.
Or Richard Bay. You ever see Richard Bay? Well, that's one a lot of people know about. He used to have a soundboard, so when fat chicks would come out, he'd play oinking noises. That was fucking amazing.
Glorious.
Primetime TV at its best.
See, I had a feeling this was up your alley. A few months ago, people kept sending me a tweet that you were wanting internet blood sports. I had it, but with nobodies, that you had no idea who they were. Now, for some reason, people with giant names have decided to start showing up here in the past week, and it's become monumentally
I have promoted it. Like, it's almost like a meme at this point on my channel. Like, I bring it up like 5 times a show now, and I love it. I'm glad. Hey,
I dig it. I dig watching people just tear into each other. It's let's be civil about it. Halls of debate, Reddit tier shit. Fuck off. Go huff farts somewhere else. Let's see some real blood getting drawn.
Oh, goddamn right. I was thinking you were of that mindset.
Hey, how do you feel about Jeff Holiday today posting a video and he's
down banning any negative comments?
He's down 200 and like like 8 subs, but when you hit the live, he drops like 40 more subs.
I have not been paying attention to Holiday or Wizard of Cause. This last part was just fucking took it out of me. Watching, I had to go through like 30 hours of streams to get like salient points from Based Mama, and I feel like drinking bleach at this fucking point because I can't listen to that shit anymore. So I've missed all the other stuff that's been going on the last 3 or 4 days.
Just a lot of it's more or less the fallout. Like you're covering the nuke. This is essentially all the fucked up trees on fire afterward. It's sad, man. Just people who can't admit that it happened. Like it's fucking recorded. People can listen to it. They know what you did. They just can't. They just. I sent you that
back and forth between me and Jeff Holiday until he was just like, I'm shutting down my Twitter.
Oh no, who was the dude? It was AP that had an issue with Wizard, yeah?
Oh yeah.
So why don't you guys set up a Andy Worski and AP versus Jeff Holiday and Wizard of Cause? Like
they
a
won't do it.
Tag
team.
They
won't do it.
They won't do it.
Jeff Holiday had no problem coming on my show 15 minutes before everybody knew what he did. He was on here defending the shit that was happening and saying that none of that happened. Oh, that was not the case for 2 days fucking straight. Well, and then as soon as shit dropped, he didn't show up.
I can't speak to Wizard of Cause because I've never really heard him in like a throwdown stream. Mm-hmm. But Jeff Holiday seems like I'm thinking back to that Coach Red Pill shit, and when Coach Red Pill was like, "Fight me in real life," and he just went into him because it's a cringy fucking thing to say, and Jeff made him look like an asshole on that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it'd be balanced out, right? You know, you got a little more kind of quiet and reserved Wizard and Andy, and you got a little bit more firebrand AP and Jeff. I think that's a good fucking. I would watch that. That'd be a title match.
I'll pay them. Here, people tweet them out. I will pay Wizard and Jeff $150 each to be on the show. $150 each, and I'll split super chats with them.
Oh, that's some fucking money being thrown, and that's a nice purse.
That'll be a lot of fucking money for them. So guys, come on, everyone, tweet them out. Stop being fucking little pussy ass bitches. All right, guys. Wizard, fucking, they're all on their high horse on this fucking old way better than everyone. Yet when they're called out, they fucking hide like fucking scumbags.
What is that? Real quick question: the Metal Gear reference in your video, did you get that from another video that was kind of going around that was memeing this group?
On the you're talking like the opener for the first one?
Yeah.
No, actually, I thought it went well because Kraut had all these quotes where he was talking about going to war. Like I haven't even played them all. There's some older clips during the AIU thing where Kraut is like he has like quotes like "I'm going to find you and stomp your body in the gutter." Like just going on and on about shit, like how he's gonna murder and destroy people.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking comic book supervillain complex with these people.
I don't know what's going on, man. At the very least, after this shit show, my recommendation for Crowd, like it can't get any lower than this. It can only go up. You may as well just come back as a troll. You may as well just come back as a troll and just go full force into that shit.
Hey, by the way, just real fast, Rutherford Fake Out just said, yeah, because I've seen this around. Jeff is saying that Andy is trying to make fame off of him. And yes, and it's working. So fuck you, Jeff, you cunt. You fucking goddamn cocksucker. You attack people's fucking like who they are based on their ideas. You lied to me completely. And by the way, Metokur, you do know people have leaked DMs to me that I haven't leaked out of pictures from a private Skype group, not the Discord group. They also had a private Skype group, but this dude begged me to not release this.
Careful now, Andy. You're starting to sound like harmful opinions. Because Harmful Opinions made some similar claims about groups of people in Skype groups, saying some things and doing some things. You don't want V to challenge you on that debate Monday.
Oh, well, I did screen share with a few people privately, so just so I could be like, look at
Andy, thank you for reminding me never to send you anything in confidentiality. Hey, somebody sent me something super sensitive. I don't want to share it except that time I shared it with a bunch of people. Okay, brilliant.
The dude who sent it to me is cool with me I'm asking my friends about it and proving that Jeff Holiday is actually a scumbag. He just said, "Don't leak it and don't leak my name." So I told it to Geek Thulu because I tell him everything. I ask him for his advice on that shit.
Real quick.
So okay, well, I mean, you're in for a penny, in for a pound, buddy. I mean, you blood sports, right? What did the leaks say? You don't have to show them, but give us a gist, give us a rundown.
I'll give you a gist, and I won't say the names of the people besides.
Yeah, that's
Kraut
fine.
And
Just
Jeff.
call them person A, person B, however you want to do it.
So Kraut is talking about the tactics that they're going to be using that were pretty much the ones that you mentioned in your video, right? So essentially, fucking. Making fake accounts and all that stuff. And they're just talking back and forth about this. And then Trout goes, in a few months, these guys will be fucking selling magic beans on the side of the road and begging for mercy as we destroy them. And the buddy who leaked this to me, he goes, dudes, is this really a good idea? Is this something that we should really be doing? And it was just on and on. It's him pretty much explaining like what our point of view is. We should attack their ideas. Like, why are we doing this?
Andy, let me stop you there. If you're ever going to leak information again or talk about leaked information, you just sold it. Now they know who he is because you just said what the guy said in the chat. They're going to go look through that and be like, now we know who
I've said it already 3
is.
times. He doesn't care. I talked to him already. I talked to him already.
All right.
I hope he doesn't fucking care.
No shit. Good old Andy. Get some shot. Nice stuff.
Fucking wall is crumbling down, Andy.
I've said this before. He doesn't. No one cares. He doesn't care anymore. So it's all good. Don't worry. Because this is like from last week. By the way.
It's all good. A week later, we're gonna hear about some missing skeptic, and they're gonna be milk cartons with his fucking face on.
God. No. This guy hates them. Anyway, then there's a video that's dropped from Jeff Holiday. That's him going, "Hey man, this is what we have to do. Stop trying to stop this. This is how we have to take them down." Okay, it's like a video from his phone, and yeah, that was the leak pretty much, and it's just him berating the guy who's asking him to stop this, and then the guy, now him and I are talking with a bunch of other people, and then there was this anarchist communist who I spoke to the other day, who's like, I was on the Discord, and while I didn't dox anyone, I saw everything that was happening, and I found it amazing because I want to watch them all burn.
I already know who you're talking about. Yeah, people were asking me, they're like, "Oh, this guy's involved. This guy's involved. He knows more than he's saying. He's obviously involved, but he's always openly been saying shit like, I hate these fucking people."
You know who?
It's not surprising to me. Yeah, of course he'd want to be involved. He hates them. I just find it interesting that even though he corroborates what a lot of people say with his statements. Like, yeah, he did see it, and yeah, that shit was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has no horse in the race. He fucking hates everyone.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, all these people who have been DMing me and leaking shit to me, they're all fucking happy this is all exposed. They're all like, yo, thanks for fucking
but everyone's afraid to say it publicly because no one wants to rock the boat because they lose access to these bullshit people with their bullshit channels.
And a lot of people.
That's right. I mean, it's networking. You guys trapped yourself with networking. You became so close to each other and so like intertwined that when something gets fucked up, nobody wants to rock the boat, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all cross promotion shit, man. You gotta keep your eyes open for that. It's
fake bullshit. There were so many times, dude, that I would speak to Jeff. Like, okay, at the teal deer incident, when I straw man teal deer and then I apologized the next day. Then Jeff, he DM'd me. He's like, "Why are you apologizing? Stop apologizing." I'm like, "Dude, we fucked up." He's like, "Fuck teal deer." Like every time I've confronted Jeff about like, "Hey man, we shouldn't be like doing this," or "Hey, what are you doing? You're taking this too far." He'll always wag his finger at me. No, Andy, like, stop it all the fucking time. And then I get fucking all these fucking screenshots from people of him talking shit behind my fucking back, like saying how stupid I am, that I won't figure it out. Fuck you, Jeff. That's why people are like, why are you saying all this drama shit? Because I have other stuff that people have sent me that like prove everything and make it even worse. So Jeff, look, he's already down. His social blade is bleeding. There's no point in beating him while he's still down. That's why I'm not like saying anything else or releasing anything else rather. I don't care. So fuck him, and him fucking spazzing out on Twitter just makes him look like a fucking little bitch.
Some harsh words there. I think you guys need to settle it in the ring. It's a 150.
Right? I'm offering him 150 for him, Wizard of Cause, and half of super chats.
That's what's really bothered me about Jeff the whole time is that Jeff came on the show 2 days in a row for hours straight, lied to Andy and Bering, who he's much closer with than me. We're not really that friendly. But he came to this tiny platform. It was very tiny at the time. There were like 40 people fucking watching to spread some bullshit. He wants to say, when he finally did respond to me after going quiet for so fucking long, the only thing he said to me was mute. He just muted me after all that shit. That's the only thing he ever said back to me after he got called out for all the shit that he did. And then he wants to go he goes to his fucking Twitter and tries to say that I'm a whore for all this stuff. And I'll go ahead and tell you, Jeff can have every fucking penny of the super chat money that came in the past week if he'll come on the fucking thing.
If someone's just like, I love Andy, but Jeff would kill Worski and shit talking, get the fuck, ban him.
Ban him.
I'm just kidding.
Who? What is that?
Jeff couldn't. He stinks. Jeff stinks. Look at him. He's leaving Twitter because I responded to him.
Now, Andy, I got to be honest here. Jeff is pretty good at shit talking. Are you sure you're up for the challenge?
By the way, Metokur.
Is Monday coming in?
No. Who did you start off with?
Random or Cam?
No. Was Random or Cam coming in?
No. Okay, after that. No, even before that. Come on, guys.
Monday, Matt.
That was Matt.
No, Destiny.
Oh, is Destiny coming in? Bring him in.
He just Skyped me. Hang on.
Yeah, I want to ask him about this because I'm dying to know what the fuck is going on.
Get the fuck out of here, fucking Destiny. He's watching right now. Give me 30 minutes today, Andy, one-on-one with you. I haven't.
With me or with Andy?
With me, but I'm not the one who's done all the research on your past Destiny.
Well, no. If you got him on Skype, really ask him. Like, genuinely ask him. I want to know an answer to this. What is the deal with this Destiny involved in grooming a 12-year-old in the Twitch chat shit? Just ask him that and then read off his answer.
He can,
because I've never seen that before. Somebody just posted that today. I've legit never seen that shit before.
Okay, I said, I just wrote, are you watching right now? He goes, I didn't even know you were live. Damn, on Tonka's channel. So let's ask him the question now.
Tell him to come in. I won't say shit. I'm good. Just let him and Jim have the chat.
By for 1 second or 1 sec. All right, let's see what he says, guys. He's not watching, so he has no. Oh, sure, Metokur.
Beautiful. Get it to him.
Get your OBSs ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Here it goes, fellas.
Yeah. Let me grab the link. Copy link. All right, here we fucking go. What's the channel name? Tonka's. All right, so everyone get your fucking OBSs ready for this shit. Ooh. All right. Ooh, this is bad. Ooh, fuck. I can't believe this is happening.
This will be fun.
This is entirely too big for my channel, but okay.
He's just getting on his high chair.
Oh, no.
Andy, start with some banter before anything's even begun.
It's all that Kumite, and he can't stop.
What am I doing in here? What's up?
What's up, bud?
I just woke up, dude. What's going on?
Hey, man.
Hey, what did you first want to talk? Like you said, give me 30 minutes with you. What's up for that?
Do it here. I just wanted to chat for a little bit.
Oh, if you want to do it after, we can. But
Andy, I actually wanted to ask Steve a couple questions.
Oh, sure.
Dude, are you looking at Twitter? Have you checked your Twitter today?
Yeah, I woke up with like 4,000 responses or whatever. All
right, yeah. So this guy, and I've legit never seen this before, so I really want to get your thing on it.
Yeah, sure.
Dude put up a bunch of screen caps saying Destiny's little gang were involved in grooming a 12-year-old.
Oh yeah, the baby Mookie shit. Yeah,
so what is that? Like, what's the story on that?
So basically, we ran into this weird issue. It said 2015, but I thought this was long ago. But we ran into this issue where there was somebody in chat claiming to be like a 12-year-old girl. We've had people do this before where they like pretend to be like a little girl because kids are into fucking lolicon or some crazy fucking perverted shit. I don't know. But we thought that it was a fake at first. Like there's no way that this is actually like a 12-year-old chick. So I think a couple people like goaded her like, oh, like get on Skype and stream a game or some shit. And she did, and we found out, oh shit, it's actually like a 12-year-old chick. That's really weird. And then my community went through like some really weird shit where we had to decide like whether or not we should ban this person or not. Some people were making the argument that having like underage girls in the chat was really weird and that we should ban them. But then other people were making the argument like, well, we have like 13, 14, 15-year-old guys that view our stream. Do we just ban somebody just for being an underage girl? So we went back and forth on that for a while. But then there were like chat logs that were getting leaked that were really fucking weird, where people were like, I know that different people have different interpretations of what like the word grooming means, but people that were too old that were talking to her in ways that weren't like outright sexual, but were just really creepy. So I think at the end of the day, we ended up banning, like perma-banning a few people, and then we just banned her because there was some really weird shit going on with her too.
No, they said that the she got banned, the Milku or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah.
But they said that a mod later came in and unbanned her.
Well, she got banned and unbanned a couple of times. I think originally my main mod banned her, and then I think I unbanned her because it just seemed weird to ban somebody just because they were a 12-year-old girl. And then I don't know how many times she got banned or unbanned because we went like back and forth on this for a while. But then ultimately, because of just weird shit that was happening, we decided to ban her. The weirdest part, and it's funny because I don't think anyone on Twitter even caught this. The most scandalous or weirdest part is that she released like this is why I think this happened way long ago, because I think on Ustream, she released a video where she was like moaning into the microphone or some shit. And it was just way too fucking weird. And I didn't want the FBI like trolling around in my chat, like looking for shit. So we just ended up banning her. And then everybody that we thought was like heavily involved in the grooming.
Yeah, because I saw comments where they were like, hey, you better do this within a few minutes. You better stream for us or else. Did you ban the people that were making the demands, grooming her?
Most of them. I don't know if I banned those people. I would have to go back and look at the time. Like I said in the beginning, the whole point was just a lot of people didn't think it was actually a 12-year-old girl. We've had a few people in my chat who pretend to be, or like people will fuck around and pretend to be like underage chicks or whatever. So I think most of the people that were driving her to stream just wanted to see if it was actually a girl. So I don't think we banned those people, but I'd have to go back and read specifically. The people that ended up getting banned were the people that were like, that had really long PM histories with her and were saying things in chat that were just like, not like outright bad, but just too creepy for like a way that a 19-year-old should be talking to like a 12 or 13-year-old, like getting a little bit too close. I don't know how else.
So this wasn't you then? Like you weren't the one making her do streams and shit?
No.
Okay.
If I mean, like applying, or not to be mean, but like applying common sense, like if I was forcing her to do anything, those logs would be out immediately.
Okay. Yeah, there was another thing too, Brittany Vente, I'm sure, who's your favorite person on earth. Threw this up. Did you admit to jacking off or almost jacking off to pictures of a 15-year-old that were sent to you?
So
they said there were chat logs confirming.
Yeah, so there's a chat log a long time ago that got leaked after I was a huge asshole to some chick. I called her ugly. I shouldn't have. It was a mistake on my end. But basically, in the course of this chat log, I was talking with a bunch of other esports guys, and we were basically talking about how crazy the fucking jailbait is in the gaming communities. It's ridiculous. Or at least it was back then. I imagine it still is. And in the purview of that conversation, I think I said something along the lines of like, there are 15-year-old chicks that are like hot as fuck that will like try to send you pictures to like fuck you at events and shit. And it's like, you have to be really careful when you navigate that. I've never sent pictures of 15-year-olds to somebody, and to my knowledge, I've never gotten underage pictures. I say that because I don't know if like an 18-year-old chick or 19-year-old chick lied and is 17 or some shit. But to my knowledge, I've never received underage pictures, and I've never passed around underage pictures.
So what is the admitting to jerking off to 15-year-olds then? What is that in relation to?
I never admitted to jerking off. I think I just said like this. I think the log is something like this 15-year-old chick was trying to send me, or was sending me pictures of herself, and she was hot as fuck. It's like really hard to like turn down some of these people.
Wait, how old was she?
She said she was 15.
So you did get pictures from a 15-year-old?
Not nudes, though. Sorry, I should specify.
Okay, but yeah, because you just said that you didn't get pictures from people.
Yeah, sorry.
Not that you knew.
I meant to. I'm talking about nudes when I'm talking about pics. But yeah, no, I know what she looked like. Like she sent me like her Facebook profile, and I think a couple pics of her like at the beach or some shit. But
in swimwear.
Yeah.
So you're getting swimwear pics for 15-year-olds?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. This shit is fucking crazy. Shit is fucked. No, it's fucked, dude. I totally fully.
That is fucked up.
It's
Hey, Destiny.
But again, like I've never fucked around with a 15-year-old or anybody underage. Like if that shit happened, you better believe that shit would have been leaked when I was in the StarCraft community.
Yeah, I just got two. I got two quick follow-ups to that because I heard the JF stream last night. I don't know if you initially heard when I asked him about that on Warski's stream, and Warski's brilliant response of how retarded was she, which is fucking monumental.
How autistic?
It's a valid question. That's a valid question.
But yeah, okay. So I get what you were trying. Like I get the tact you were going with on that one. But you brought up his prior marriages and children. Mm-hmm. I just want, and I don't want to pry too much into your personal life. I'm not asking for names or ages or any of that shit. Yeah. But you have kids, correct?
I have one kid. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're in a relationship right now?
Not really. No, not at the moment.
Okay, so you're not with the mother of the child?
No.
Okay, so why was it such a big issue, or why was it such a subject of contention to bring up that JF had prior marriages that failed and that he had a child with somebody?
So I don't like to get into like the personal like comparisons or whatever, but so my relationship with my child's mom, our personal relationship was really bad, especially towards the end, but we were together for like 3 or 4 years, I think, before we had a child, and our relationship today is really good. I get my kid 4 days a week, and not even get him, like we can trade him back and forth, whatever. We don't have a formal custody agreement. I see the mom almost every day. We trade Nathan back and forth. Sometimes we go out together. So my relationship with the mom and my kid are really good. I see him tons of times during the week and all that. The reason why I brought it up with JF, it's really not the marriage thing that kind of struck me as odd. It's that this is kind of shitty, but it's like when you put the whole picture together, I think that JF ends up looking like he has some sort of mental thing going on, or just has a pattern of really bad, not bad, but really creepy behavior. All of this self-admitted on his end. So like, He is 32 years old. He says that he went up and down the East Coast, fucking tons of girls. He says that he says that he wanted to make every single one of them pregnant, that he was in love with every single one of them. He's been married 3 times. His last wife has a child, and according to the court documents, that last wife doesn't want him near the child because she claimed that he was obsessed with making babies and was a harasser or really aggressive or something. I don't remember the exact word that was used. And then now you've got JF trying to get another girl that he's lived with for 3 weeks to have babies. Like it makes like a pattern of like very strange behavior that doesn't seem very healthy.
I guess, I'd follow that up by asking you this. I mean, do you think that most divorces end amicably, or do you think that there's usually going to be contention between the mother and the father, or the husband and the wife?
I don't know. That's a really hard one to answer. I'm not sure.
Come on, Destiny. Come on.
Well, I guess what I mean.
Well, no. So, like, in fairness, like, there's probably a lot that like fizzle out. I mean, like, I'll admit that, yeah, of course, some probably end really bad. But there's probably like a lot of older people that get divorced who just like fall out of love and don't care. There's probably a lot of like really fiery divorces between young people, fighting among children and whatnot. Like, I don't know what the exact split is, but yeah, I'm sure.
So, I mean, would it be unfair then to maybe extend the courtesy that perhaps the divorce that JF had, or the contention that he had over his child, was one of those that just, like many others, and that aren't amicable? There's that contention there.
So this is really shitty. So inductive reasoning is the idea that we can take facts and put them together in such a way to form a conclusion that we don't actually know, that we don't deductively know. So when JF says that he goes up and down the coast, chain fucking girls to make babies, that he finds a girl and in my opinion, in a very obviously predatory way, tries to lure her to North Carolina to have babies with her, has been divorced 3 times, has admitted that he's had 7 different women make claims of harassment against him. That's really fucking weird too. That when you put
that's a new one on me. Wait. I hadn't heard that one. So what is that?
Yeah, so JF on his stream, if somebody actually in my chat has the link, they can probably throw it real quick. JF on his stream admitted, he's like, oh, like, I think he was talking about Trump, but it might have been somebody else. But he's like, oh yeah, women do this all the time. I personally have 7 different women that have accused me of sexual harassment. Like,
no, I was saying a story. I said that story about my friend, how he was accused, and then that women do that all the time.
Yeah, and he said 7 different women. Yeah. So like, I want to be really clear here. Being divorced isn't a marker of being a bad person, or being like, shit happens, and being divorced and your wife hating you isn't even necessarily a marker of a bad person, because like you said, Jim, I mean, like, shit can happen at the end of marriages. It's just that when you look at all of it together, this is an extraordinary picture to paint.
However, I say, Mr. Medicare, you should watch that part for JF's response, because like,
well, yeah. Let me
there's only one.
Andy, let me move on to my last question then.
Sure.
Okay, so your main point of contention was he got into a relationship online with a girl that wasn't mentally capable, like the age set of, what was the court document, like 10 or 11?
That's not even my thing, actually. Like, and I know a lot of people take issue with this, but I actually almost think the mentally retarded part is irrelevant to him being a sexual predator. It definitely hurts his case when you add it on top of it. But like, when you look at,
how would he be a sexual predator then if he's in consensual relationships?
So when you look at classical abusive behavior, the primary strategy of somebody that's being a predator is to isolate the victim. And when you look at the way that JF conducts himself, he pretty much follows like all of those classical patterns. So he contacted a girl online. This girl is somebody that, ignoring mental whatever, she's very clearly still a child. Now, when I say child, I mean that she has never worked a job. She's never paid any bills. She's never lived independently of her parents.
19 though, so.
Sure. That doesn't mean anything, though. She's never worked a job. She's never lived independently of her parents. She's never paid any bills. And she was never in a relationship before, and she was a virgin. Okay. So
it's my understanding, though, that she graduated high school, that she had a driver's license, and attended college.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she graduated high school, which is fine. I mean, I don't know if it was a special needs high school or not.
Well, how many 10-year-olds do you know that graduate high school?
Well, so when you measure somebody's like cognitive abilities or decision-making abilities, this isn't necessarily correlated to whether or not they can graduate high school. As the court document said, like, I think she had the mental and social skills.
What about college?
Well, college, she went a couple years. So, I mean, anybody can go to college a couple years.
Yeah, but not a 10-year-old.
Yeah, sure you could. Do you know if she passed her
my God.
Wait, Andy, do you know if she passed her classes?
Huh?
You know if she passed her classes?
Well, if she made it a few years, she probably got a few.
Well, if we're talking about cognitive ability and decision making, you need to have those to drive. Otherwise, you're going to get
no, you absolutely don't.
Absolutely. So I mean,
again, like, I don't know. Okay, chill. I don't know like where you guys are from. Okay, I'm from the great state of Nebraska in the Midwest. Okay, like, if you go out onto any farm and people have kids, you'll find basically as soon as the boys are old enough to like see over the fucking driver's seat with a phone book, like, they'll throw them in trucks. Like, kids drive all the time. A 10, 11, 12-year-olds, they'll drive you'll see them driving tractors at young ages, even younger than 10. And you'll see them
tractors don't have the horsepower. That's not.
But from what it sounds like,
technically,
she's from Texas, isn't she?
Yeah, city driving is different than up in the boonies, dude.
Sure. But I mean, just because you can drive doesn't mean that you have the cognitive processes of an adult. And I think according to the court docs of the psychiatrists themselves, they said something along the lines of like, she's capable of driving, but if she ever got into an adverse situation, the only thing she can do is call her parents, because she would be completely lost. So do
you agree then with the state intervening to protect what you see as, at least in her case, mentally as a child?
It's not really appropriate for me to make that call. I mean, the judge saw all of the evidence and he decided that it was appropriate. Well, I mean, I would have to. He's in a position. I mean, basically, he was given the they initially pursued a temporary guardianship. Now, I've got a couple of lawyer buddies. I don't know if this isn't exactly their line of work, but they tell me that getting a temporary guardianship over an adult is very difficult to do. That the bar for that, you have to pass a really high bar to actually, because you're pretty much like taking over another person, right? You're saying that like you're mentally incompetent, you can't rule yourself. Like, we're going to take over your autonomy.
I've heard many times in debates.
Initially just
appeal to authority with the judge.
Well, no, not necessarily appeal to authority, but I've heard many times. I've heard many times come from
I'm
your
just
mouth,
asking
Destiny.
if he agreed with the judgment. That's all I wanted to know.
I mean, all I know is that they went for a temporary guardianship and they were awarded a permanent one. That 2 psychologists made similar claims that she was incapable of making these long-term decisions for herself, and that she herself did not contest this guardianship at any stage whatsoever. So, I mean, it seems like the judge made the correct decision. And then based on the facts of the case, that she would up and leave her family without telling a single person, to go and meet somebody that she'd never met physically before, to live with them, for him to put a baby in her without any idea how their financial.
So what is her? It's just curious. It's an offshoot question. What does her future look like? Is she going to have state-enforced celibacy for life?
It depends. I'm not entirely sure.
I mean,
but like,
if Jeff wanted to date her, does he have to meet the guardian ad litem? Like, how does that work?
Well, so like this is kind of the weird binary that Andy was also presenting. Like, oh, does she have to be a virgin forever? Like, if you wanted to court somebody like this, there are really appropriate ways to do it. And it actually really bothered me, Andy, that you went down this route, saying that you'd worked with mentally disabled people before. Is it like if so? Let's give an example. Let's say that I wanted to date somebody that I knew was like mentally incapacitated. I would be making every effort to interact with this family so that they would know that things on the up and up, because mentally incapacitated people are taken advantage of all the time in the United States. It happens to old people that are losing their mental faculty when they go to old person's homes, and it happens to mentally retarded people when they work normal jobs or when they get out into the real world, that people will take advantage of them because of their reduced mental faculty. The fact that JF never contacted her family a single time and tried to remove her from her family without ever talking to the family, those are all huge red flags to me.
Okay, and my last question, and this just relates to shit that's going around right now, but I think it's a fair point to bring up. You're talking about patterns of behavior.
Yeah.
You had a bit of a tiff. I was trying to explain this to them. I think I did it as best I could. You had a bit of a tiff with a kid that was knocking you every time you'd go on stream. He'd, packet bomb you or whatever the fuck he was doing, and he'd knock you off.
Yeah, a kid that I wanted to kill. I still stand by that. Fuck that dude and his family. So this is the story.
Let me set this up. I mean, we're talking about JF's character, and you're bringing up past incidences to try to paint a picture of him. So far, you've admitted you've gotten bikini pics from teenage girls, and you're talking about a murder plot against a teenage boy. So, like, what if you meet somebody? I mean, should somebody say, hey, wait a minute, that Destiny guy, he got some racy pictures from a kid, and that Destiny guy, he wanted to kill a kid and talked about a murder plot because it was interrupting his internet video games.
That's fucking rough.
So firstly, I mean, anybody can send anybody pictures. I never pursued anything with any 15-year-olds. I mean, I could email you pictures of. I could go find 15-year-old pictures.
Did you contact your parents and say, hey, your child's engaging in dangerous behavior that may put her at risk with predators?
You should contact the parents, Destiny. I could have swore somebody said that a minute ago.
Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna get into that. I just stopped talking to her when I found out she was 15. Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna mess with her like, hey, by the way, I'm an adult.
Wait, whoa, stop the car. Stop the car. Jim, did you hear that?
What's that? What did I hear?
But Destiny said he was talking to her before that, and he stopped talking to her.
Wait a minute. Yeah, Destiny, you said you weren't talking to her. Now you're talking to her. She didn't send pics. Now she sent pics. What's going on?
Wait, what do you mean stop? How would she send me pics if we weren't chatting?
Oh,
so you were chatting with her?
Yeah,
so
we were chatting
when
with
did
her.
she inform you that she was
or whatever? And then after we had talked for a while, I think we were talking about like some event coming up, and she mentioned that she was 15, and I was like, oh, holy shit, you're way too fucking young. Never mind. And then we pretty much just stopped talking. Yeah, as soon as I found out she was 15, that shit was weird as fuck. I didn't know she was 15 from the original picture she sent.
Hey, Destiny.
Original picture.
Wait. So, when did you stop talking to her? The timeline between that and her sending you that picture.
She had like I don't remember, we were chatting originally and she had sent me some pics or whatever to prove that I don't know that she was who she was. I don't remember. This is like fucking 5 or 6 years ago. And then after we had chatted for a while, she had revealed that she was like 15 years old. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we just stopped talking because that sounds like a horrible fucking idea. I'm not going to get involved in that shit. Fuck that.
But you didn't masturbate to the photo at all?
No, I have porn on the internet. Why would I masturbate to bikini photos?
You never had dirty conversations with her because you said you didn't know how old she was.
No, definitely not.
You never jacked off of that picture. There's no chat logs of that.
No.
Of you saying that or bragging about that.
So she just sent a swimsuit picture?
Catalogs of no, why would I jerk off to swimsuit pictures?
I don't know. People are saying they're chat logs of you talking about girls sending you pictures and bragging about it. So I'm just saying, like, there's no chat logs out there.
We were having a conversation about how fucked up it was. It wasn't like
they're
really
in the.
hot
Let me
trying to like fucking jailbait you into like fucking like destroying your life at like an event or some shit.
Do you have these screenshots on hand, Jim, or do you want me to go see if I can find them?
You don't need screenshots. There should be a pastebin of the entire.
No, I'm just asking them. But go ahead back to your story about killing a teenager.
Okay, so like this is the story with all of that. Okay, so basically, one day my internet drops out. Okay, and I don't really know what's going on. And this ends up becoming like a pattern of like my internet fucking up over the course of the next like few months. And I call the internet service provider to my house. I get trucks rolled out probably like 12 times within like a 3 or 4 month period because it seems like every time I'm starting to get into my stream, my shit is starting to get dropped. And after a few months, some kid contacts me, Jacob contacts me on Skype, and he starts making fun of how he's DDoSing my shit. I was like, okay. The way that he messaged me and everything was really stupid. I pulled his IP off Skype. We did a whole bunch of fucking homework, and we eventually found all of his information over the course of like the next month. We found out everything about this kid. So to set this up correctly, so I know that a lot of people are like, you got really, yeah, of course. A lot of people, what?
No, I was just saying, okay,
Oh yeah, of course, full docs. Yeah, no, if somebody's DDoSing, I'll dox the fuck out of you. I don't give a fuck. I'll dox it and release it publicly. I honestly do not give a fuck about these people. So this kid, to set the story, a lot of people are like, oh, you wanted to kill a kid or whatever, blah, 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 because he was interrupting your video games. It's not my video games, okay? I have a child. I have a house. I've got bills. I have a life. Like, this is my job. And it would, like, the equivalent would be, people laugh like he's just DDoSing. The equivalent would be, let's say you drive to work every day. Let's say some guy runs outside every single day and slashes your tires. Like, it's literally that. So I was losing.
But you did want to kill him, though.
Yeah.
You wanted to kill him, and then you.
Yeah, of course. Hell yeah, I did. So let me get to the.
Let him tell him. Go ahead. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
So basically, after a few months of this, I find all the information on him. I'm really happy because I figure I just give a call to his dad, and after I call the dad, we'll get everything squared away. So I call the father and I say, "Hey, your son is involved in some really fucked up shit. He's fucking my shit up. I can't work. I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, we're getting into the 5-figure range of revenue lost. I can't do my job. I've got a kid. You've got a kid. You should know what this is like." After having this phone call with the father sends me the most condescending email I've ever gotten in my entire life. Basically, he said, do you want the email? I actually saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. I want to hear what he sounded like. I'm kind of curious, to be honest.
Yeah,
and then
sure.
I want to hear how you would have murdered them.
No, while he's grabbing the email, the chat logs read, I have so many fangirls. I had one that was 15. She wanted to meet and hook up. What was the next thing he said? Dude, she's 15. What the fuck? But she sent me pictures. That made it so hard. And someone said she's huge. So it feels like somebody saw something there, because someone said she's huge.
If anybody, yeah, these chicks are hot as fuck. I can't.
Wait.
Hold on, but it says she's huge. So did you share the picture right there?
No. The she's huge is referring to a different girl that we were talking about in the conversation. That's the one who originally burned me why these logs are leaked.
Okay, all right. But no, you said she sent me pictures that made it so hard. So when you saw a 15-year-old girl, you were sexually attracted to her.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, what do you want me to say? Like, there are 16-year-old chicks that are really fucking hot. I was like 23 or 24 at the time. Like,
so
yeah,
you were an adult.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you like
you were an adult at the time.
I have never. Yeah, of course. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say like, oh, no 16-year-old girl has ever been hot. No, of course.
Well, in Steve,
not 16, 15.
In Steve's own words here, after you've banged more than like 3 chicks, banging hot chicks who suck in bed is not fun anymore.
Hell yeah, dude. That's some life shit right there. Yeah.
I was so disappointed with Mia. I'll never fuck another porn star again.
Listen, dude, esports is a crazy time in my life. All right, let's
All right, you got the father's email?
Yeah, hold on, I'm sorry.
If you don't have it, you can just sum it up for us. That's fine, man.
Oh, hold on a second. Here's a thing. Someone says, yeah, you forget that 15-year-old, obviously, but then you said, Pam, no, those aren't fake. What aren't fake?
I don't know. I'd have to see the log.
Oh, oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah.
Those aren't fake. Could they be referring to her tits?
They're talking about the 15-year-old girl, and he says those aren't fake. I don't think it was
about the 15-year-old, but yeah, it might be. I mean, like, I don't have to like look at the logs to know that I never saw naked pictures.
But what would they be referring to if you hadn't shared the picture with them for them to be commenting upon here, Steve?
Oh, then no, then it would have been the other girl. It would have been Nicole.
But they're talking about the 15-year-old.
I mean, they can't be. I mean, you could show me the basement. I never sent picture because I deleted this chick off my Skype, and I deleted anything that she had sent me like as soon as I found out she was 15. So there's no way that I could have sent any pictures to these guys.
Yeah, because that would be real bad if you're sending out exotic or semi-erotic pictures of a girl you know is 15 to other people in a group. That would be bad.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the best of looks.
Okay, so here is one of the emails that Wayne, the father, sent back to me.
So this is the dad of the kid.
This is the dad of the kid, okay?
All right.
So basically the problem was after our first phone call, his son continued to harass me. Nothing's changed, okay? So I think at this point, I think his son contacted me on Skype, and we had like a little back and forth on Skype where I was just insulting him or whatever, just some shit. This is the father's email to me. Stephen, I do not wish you or your family any harm either. However, after I spoke with you the last time, you promised to back off on my family. You did not. I suggest you withdraw all web posting, videos, or anything derogatory information about me and my family ASAP. If you cannot take them all down, then I expect you to do full retractions on the sites where you made the accusations. Otherwise, I will keep good to my promise to take this to the authorities, and my lawyers say that I have an unbeatable case for slander and defamation of character against you. I also asked Jacob Jacob to stop his activities. However, I do not think this Zach, this is the other person that was helping him, is a friend of Jacob. Jacob is a highly intelligent 16-year-old who has skipped the 9th grade. Sometimes he does teenage things out of boredom. You would do better to befriend him instead of attack him. I think he really admires your talent and has many things in common with you. This was the email that he sent me.
The father and the son sound like a cunt. I agree with you on that.
So like the big problem that I was basically running into is, so I had 3 independent interviews with the FBI, 1 in Florida and 2 in Nebraska, where I basically, called them and told them what was going on. And they were like, okay, well, we'll come out and chat with you. I don't know why. The FBI doesn't give a fuck about anything related to this. After 3 interviews, they did nothing. I think I tried calling the, I want to say North Carolina is where he lived. I think I tried calling the North Carolina police force once, but I don't think I got anywhere with that. And then I tried contacting the father. So I was basically completely out of options. So pretty much at this point in my life.
You went with the next option, murder.
Well, I'm curious. So I'll spin it to you. What would you do at this point? Would you just quit your whole career and go do something else? Or?
Well, okay. I mean, here's my train of thought on this, right? Just follow me on that.
And then just to be clear, I don't think I was like legitimately like planning to murder him. I was just incredibly fucking frustrated to the point where like
you keep saying you were though.
I got that. But okay, you've got this. Let's just make it a hypothetical, so it's not you.
Yeah.
You've got a streamer who's admitting that he tracked down information on a minor to find out where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
That streamer owns a gun, and he's shown that gun multiple times on stream. He's made numerous statements that he had a plan to follow or kill this child, and that he isn't remorseful about it. My question is, how the fuck did the FBI not come to talk to you about that rather than the kid bombing your stream?
I don't know, my dude. The FBI.
I mean, you're making death threats against a child on the internet, and you're a gun owner. It shows intent. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me that.
Well, showing intent and all of that is really difficult because of the way my job works. I guess
not when you record it and post it on the internet, Steve.
Well, no. The reason why it's so confusing, because I spoke with a lawyer about this shit too. The reason why it's so confusing is because when you become a public figure and when your job is entertainment, you have like actually Alex Jones used this defense. Do you remember when Alex Jones' defense against was it against defamation and slander? I think he said that, well, I'm an entertainer, so obviously.
Yeah, but did Alex Jones dox a child to find out where he lives and then make death threats?
Well, so this is like a really weird thing. Doxing isn't actually illegal at all. Not to say that
but
it's
it shows that
right,
you were interested enough to pursue where he lived. You had knowledge of his house, who his family was, where where he's located.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I guess maybe the state decided. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so this brings me back to the JF thing, though. Like, I get it. He said some weird statements. He's done some weird shit. But when you're talking about his past actions setting him up as a predator, if I were to talk to somebody who has no idea who the fuck you are and give it the most neutral way I could explain this stuff, even throwing in your side of it, people are going to be like, pics from fucking underage girls, bragging about it to his friends, threatening to kill a kid after he doxes him. They're going to be like, holy shit, this guy's fucking unstable.
I mean, yeah, I guess if they want to think that. I mean, I can't.
But do you see yourself as unstable?
No, of course not. I mean, everybody in esports, being honest, right? I mean, I could sit here and lie to you guys, but I don't give a fuck. I'm too old and I don't care anymore. Like, everybody's gotten pics and more from underage chicks, depending on what you.
Let
me finish. In the esports community, okay, everybody has been involved in that shit, okay. So and there have been people that
wait. Do you know people in the esports community that
but I'm not going down that road. There's tons.
No. Wait a minute. If you're saying you have knowledge of a crime and you're not willing to bring it forward, doesn't
you only bring it up if you lose a debate to someone?
No, because it's all fucking hearsay and shit. And I didn't bring this up. JF was the one that originally brought this up. That's the only reason we're talking about this shit. But I'm not going to go. But a lot of it is based on hearsay.
In esports is it? How many people in esports have pictures of underage girls?
I'm not going to get it.
Come on.
Destiny.
It's a huge. Listen, like, people have been banned from Twitch for making these accusations and shit before. I'm not going down this road.
But
we're not on Twitch. We're on YouTube.
I'm on Twitch right now. I'm always fucking straight, man. It's my hustle. What?
But you always go after people and their characters and the.
No, that's not true.
The past they've done. Yes, you have.
That's absolutely not true. Don't lie to me like that. The only reason this JF started. Okay, just real quick, responding to things like, so a ton of people gotten pics of shit from 15-year-olds. I've never pursued anything, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say like, oh, like 16, 15, 14 or whatever year old. Like,
throw the caveat in there. It's esports. Normal people don't get naked pictures.
Yeah, sure. Well, normal people don't get pursued by fucking shit because you're fucking normies, dude. Come on.
Wait, your definition of not being a normie is child pornography? That's a definition.
Normie is not having like tens of thousands of people that are like constantly watching your every fucking move and like underage chicks hitting you up all the time and like scamming fucking people like hitting you all the time. Like, this shit is fucking crazy.
I'm not denying you guys got to watch out for getting scammed. I don't blame you. I'd be paranoid as shit. But it just surprises me if you're willing to bring the thunder down on people like Jeff. I'm sure you disagree with people like what's his name, Milo Yiannopoulos. All the shit where do you remember this stream where Milo went on and said I went to Hollywood parties where they had underage kids, but then he wouldn't name any names. Or when he went in front of an audience and said, I'm willing to talk about Hollywood, and then said, no, I can't. Washington told me I can't. Like, you'd come down on that kind of shit. But
he actually did come down on that shit.
I never come down on that shit. Whoever said that, that's not true.
No, you came down on that particular interview.
You're telling me, though, that esports has
an issue. I came down on Milo advocating for underage gay relationships. That's the specific thing I came down. I don't know what else.
But, dude, you just told me that esports has this issue. If you know that shit's going on, shouldn't you say something?
Well, people talk about it, but like I don't have the means to go and acquire the evidence to like name names and name victims.
Break Dorito Gate right now, Destiny. Come on.
Let's hear it.
This is not my
Come on.
Listen, okay, I'm going to be frank. I'm not going to suicide my fucking career to go on some fucking vendetta against a bunch of fucking video game guys, okay? This is not my life, all right? Someone else can take up this fucking mantle. It's not my shit, all right?
Okay, you know what?
So,
yeah,
okay, so back in
wait, one last thing, Destiny. So you're willing to let kids get hurt?
No, I didn't say that.
If you know what's going on and you won't do anything, you're willing to let kids get hurt.
So you're presenting this view right now that I could go and expose people for sure, and that I could expose.
You just said you had information on it.
I didn't say that. I said that there is a ton of hearsay about particular people, but I don't have logs or proof where I could come and drop bombshells.
Is the hearsay going through communication? Like, is it talk or is it logged in Skype chats or something?
It's like it would be like ambiguous logs and like tons of different chatter. But like in terms of like, is it actually true? Like I would have to make an effort to go out and do research to figure out what's
Come on,
true,
Destiny,
what's
this
not
is your calling. You could be the guy.
Absolutely not my calling. I would rather argue about pedophilia and
esports.
Incest and talk about how hot 15-year-olds. I would rather do that shit a million times over before diving into like exposing people on fucking esports. Fuck that shit. Riot is way too big a company.
Hey, have you heard of a quartering and what he's doing right now? He's actually exposed the Magic the Gathering community for having like a ton of pedophiles.
God, you can be the hero, Steve.
He's been busting people left, right, and center.
Wait, is this the MTG headquarters guy?
Yes.
Oh, that guy's a fucking idiot. I don't care about
what
that guy does. That guy's beyond fucking retarded. That guy is so stupid.
He's exposed like 8 pedophiles who were judges in the card community. So
I don't know. All I know is that everything I've seen of that dude makes him. And the conversation that we had on Twitter, he seems like an idiot to me. But if he's doing that shit, that's cool and that's great. You can be simultaneously an idiot and do some good stuff as well. So good for him if he's actually done that. Okay, real quick, going back between the 15-year-old shit or whatever, I'm not going to lie about any of that, and the DDoS shit. Like, I have a very low, like, I know a lot of people get, like, sketchy as fuck online about being too mean to people, whatever. If people are DDoSing each other, I have, like, a zero tolerance shit for that. If people DDoS and end up getting doxxed or some shit happens, and like, I have no regards for these types of people. Doxing and swatting are 2 huge problems in online communities that there's absolutely no recourse for and no repercussion for. So, like, if you're somebody that gets DDoSed, you don't get shit for it. Nobody's going to pay you a fucking fine. Nobody's going to help you with anything, and if and the other person doing it oftentimes suffers absolutely no consequences. So
yeah,
like
I saw
people,
the swatting thing FaZe went through where the guy got killed because of the wrong address. That's fucked up.
Sure. But that's not even the like that in and of itself is fucked up. But any swatting is fucked up. But the fucked up part isn't just that people do it; it's that people do it. They do it over and over again. They get away with it, and the people that get swatted have no recourse. There's nothing they get in exchange for that. It's just their lives are massively inconvenienced. And then in this case, a guy's fucking killed over it. Yeah, so like if somebody wants to say like, oh, Destiny is mentally unstable because he got so fucking mad, he said he was gonna kill a kid that was DDoSing him for 6 months, and even after contacting his parent, he didn't do shit. Like, I mean, yeah, people want to judge me harshly for it. Like, that's fine, I guess, but like,
but Destiny, in all fairness, if you contacted the FBI and the police and they didn't find there to be any legal recourse, what are you getting upset about? If they think that he didn't break the law and weren't willing to pursue it.
Well, it's not that he didn't break the law. It's just that like that kind of like online stuff, they just don't care about it at all. They just really don't give a fuck. Maybe it's changed now in the past, because I think this was like 5 years ago. Again, this was like some 2012 shit. Maybe they care about it more now. But I mean, like, how can you ask me as I'm losing thousands and thousands of dollars? How can you ask me if I don't care about it?
Oh, one last question, and then I got to bounce. This is a real serious question, though, honestly. So give me a no bullshit answer.
Okay.
With the esports stuff, right? I'm not talking like the Korean shit where they're doing, fucking whatever they do. I'm talking like American esports, MLG shit. Are those attended? Do a lot of kids show up to those events?
They used to. When you say kids, you mean like under 18?
Under 18, yeah.
Probably they used to. I don't hang out with under 18s. I've always been kind of older in esports compared to other people. Like a lot of people get in like right after high school and in college. So the crowd of people I hung out with was usually a bit older.
Well, I'm not asking if you hung out with them. I just mean audience attendance.
So I only say that because I don't know. There might have been way more, or there might have been not as many, but I just wouldn't have seen that. But I think there used to be like a fair amount. But audiences of like esports and shit have gotten a lot older. So like if you were to go to an esports event today, the average age of somebody is going to be way older than going back to them like in 2011. Like I'm sure that back like in 2011, 2012 in those MLGs, there probably were, but it's really hard for me to say because I can't tell by looking at somebody like, are you 15 or 18 or, you know?
Okay. And then my follow-up question to that is, do you think they should hang a sign over the door that says, warning, your child may get fucked by a competitor?
I guess. I don't know.
Okay, that's all I wanted. I got to jump, guys. It's been fun. Thank you.
Love you, Metokurist. Goodbye.
Awesome.
Oh my god. Hey, yeah, because there was like so many tweets sent to me going about last night. So
yeah, basically anytime I get involved in anything in the internet, there's always like these 1 or 2 or 3 things that will come up that people try to throw at me over and over again. But like this shit has been public for literally fucking 5 years. Like there's nothing new to say here. Like people pretend that they're like dropping bombshells and shit, but like I've gone through all of this shit literally in like 2013 before these kids like even knew what YouTube or any of this shit was, you know?
As fucked up as everything is, hey, at least you were answering it and didn't do what like Jeff fucking Holiday's doing.